don't really like that background. Hi, everybody. We're going to get right back into it. Just trying to get this done. You can see me now, Wes. I don't know why the screen looks like this, but whatevs. I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. Um, yeah. I, if you can see me, you can hear me. That's all that matters at this stage. We're going to get right back into the 40 years CPS. I want you guys to let me know over on YouTube if you can hear me once I start playing it. I know you guys can hear it already. I'm going to start it over a little bit. Well, take it back a little bit.
For whatever reason, the family didn't implement the consequences on him because he is supposedly autistic. But he is what was told to me, high functioning autistic. So that's the reason why the family never, got on his ass about it. Make a long story short, okay. So on top of that, how can I say this? I mean, a lot of this stuff is already known because I've seen people post in the comments on the stories and news articles and whatnot. On top of that, Naziah was known to do some things that she was not supposed to do on social media. I'll just say that she was, participating in activity that she should not have been at that age on social media. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is crazy. So now we got her brother, right, who was involved in some type of a gang activity. And he supposedly owed some gang members some money. We're getting into the different scenarios of where she could have possibly been now, or what could have possibly happened to her. Her brother was into some type of a beef with some gang cats, some of which that not only did he have beef with, but he owed some money to, and supposedly he had messed around with one of their little sisters. So amidst the beef, the rival gang guy told her brother, it was the word around that he said, since you want to mess with people's little sister, I'm going to mess with your little sister. So that was one theory as far as where she could have been, or, who could have kidnapped her off of the bus or whatnot. The next theory was that her mother actually had a drug debt. She supposedly ran off with a large amount of drugs from somebody's house, whoever she was dealing with on that level. And the individuals actually met with the family. The individuals who she stole the dope from met with the family and told them, hey, the older guy said, you know what, she could come to the house and work off her debt. However they was going to work that out. She can come to the house and work her debt off, and we can call it even. But the younger guy supposedly said, you know what, if I find her, I'm going to kill her. And if I can't find her, I'm going to get to who she loves. Now, the third scenario is the situation that really caused me to feel like this was important to tell everybody about, because this situation was her auntie. This situation is about her auntie's boyfriend. Okay. Her auntie's boyfriend has a sexual assault charge and was investigated by CPS because he allegedly sexually molested Naziah, her auntie's boyfriend, right? Was convicted, I believe. He's on the sex offenders registry list. He's a registered sex offender. Okay.
We are currently listening to Mark D's 40 years CPS. He was one of the first creators that started covering the Naziah Harris case. We are taking it all the way back. He has 11 parts on his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is 7 Mile Radio. You can go catch up over there, but we are starting from the bottom because I see that there's a lot of things we missed along the way. Yes, we have been covering this in multiple other cases since January, but I think that is important for us to go back over and really see what's going on and catch up on the things that we missed, because it's so much misinformation out here on the YouTube channels and the TikTok spaces and all of that. It's so much misinformation. Right now, if you have not heard what was going on with that IG page and you're still under the impression that IG page is being ran by Janaya and that Nazaya is the one that's in those pictures, please go watch the video that I posted yesterday on my page. That is a fake Instagram account. Those are fake pictures, and that is somebody else's videos. I have the proof. It's on my page. If you see it and you know that you've been following creators that is still pushing out that Instagram page is real and they don't have the information yet, make sure to share the video to them. Make sure to share the video to anybody you know that's following the case and may have not heard that IG page is fake. All right, let's get back into it. We are starting doing the whole 11-part series. It should take us, I believe, like a week to get through. This podcast, 40 Years CPS, is 52 minutes to be exact. Let's get into it. Let's get back into it.
I looked this guy's page up, and I have 126 mutual friends with him. A lot of ladies that I know personally. So I said, oh, hell no, I got to tell everybody about this shit, right? Now, the interesting thing about this guy is that when the police started investigating, now we're going to get into the, they went to the mother. Let's start back with the mother, with the investigations. They went to the mother and they said, hey, does Nazaya live with you? No, she doesn't. Does she have any social media? No, she doesn't. Do you have a phone for her? Or a phone number? No, I don't. Okay, so this is the mother talking to the police. So a week after, when she was actually reported, well, I don't know if it was a week or this is a month old. It was a week after. It was a week after. So the police started.
Is that better?
Pinging a known phone number for Nazaya. The police started pinging a known phone number for Nazaya, and they found out that 2 days after she went missing, the phone was cutting on and cutting off. You know what I'm saying? A couple of days go by, the phone would cut on and cut off. The police pinged the phone back to Nazaya's mother's house.
It's the same, or is it worse? I don't know.
So the police come back to the house and say, well, you said she didn't have any social media. We found 4 pages for her on social media. Okay? You said she's not here and you don't have a phone for her, but the phone number we have for her is pinging back to your address. So now all of a sudden the mother, oh, well, I found this. I did have this one phone that I found of hers that I had, and it was me cutting the phone. I was cutting the phone on and cutting the phone off. So the police like, well, you fucking up the investigation now because we trying to find out where this girl is, and we pinging the damn location of the phone, and it's pinging back to the house, and you say she's not here. So the grandmother, right, that we all seen on the press conference, actually was refusing to do the press conference until she was, what I was told, bullied into doing the press conference. They said if you don't do the press conference, then there's a possibility that you might be brought in as a suspect. Hence that forced-looking, fake tear-induced. I don't know what kind of cries those was from a grandmother of a missing teen that's been missing for a month at press conference. So now back to the auntie's boyfriend who was investigated. He was brought in for questioning.
Good morning.
last month. He was brought into question in January.
Hold on, guys. Miss Parker, I'm going to take, Miss B, I'm going to take the headset out, and I want you to tell me if you can hear it better without the headset. Okay? Let me know. I just took the headset out. The computer volume is high as it can go. Can you hear me? Miss B, can you hear me? I don't have the headset plugged in. All right. Let me know how this sounds.
Right now, he's arrested. He's actually on separate charges now. He's arrested on separate charges. But the police have told the family that they have someone in custody in connection with the missing girl. Although his charges are separate, right? Maybe they're holding him to see what they have found, or maybe they found something, because if you've been watching the news like I've been watching the news, you see.
How it sound, Miss B? But you can hear better now? You can understand what's being said?
That the police have conducted a very extensive and expensive search in, I think, 3 different counties now. We've seen them on the news in River Rouge. They searched, I forget what county that is, that's right below Ann Arbor, and some other county that I can't remember right now. So they searched in 3 different places, a vacant field. So now, what I'm thinking is that when they had this man arrested, they got his phone and maybe seen some type of a contact between him and Nazaria, and pinging his phone, watching, tracking the pings to his phone and searching fields in the area where he had possibly been in the last few weeks. So this is the part that I know a lot of people probably not going to want to hear. Shit. But from what the family is telling me, the police have told them that it's to the point where they're searching for a body. They're not searching for a little girl. Now, I know that's not what everybody want to hear. Hell, it's not what I want to hear. Now, when everything came out, you know, if some of the things that I said were slightly off, or left turn here, right turn there, I don't want y'all coming back saying, oh, you spreading lies and all of that shit. I'm being the citizen journalist that I've always been, and giving y'all the information unbiased, uncensored, and uncut, unlike a lot of corporate news stations, and that's what y'all know me for. But I want to ask y'all this. The things that I'm saying sound too far-fetched, considering the details that we already know and see about this story. Now, again, I'm not confirming that she is no longer with us. Don't get, all emotional. I'm telling you the information that I was told the way that I was told it. So I want to show y'all a post from a relative. Okay, within the side of the family. And her screen name is on this post. So y'all want to look her up and ask her, right? And I'm sure this, I didn't talk to this lady. This is not the lady that I got the information from. Somebody showed me this as confirmation.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, everybody that's here. But I have a question. Somebody said, did you see the cousins Jania's Instagram? This is why it's important for me to still be here. Really quickly, because I don't want to do this my whole time here. I want you to see something that I posted on my other my other TikTok page. This is the backup page. Kayla, honey, you got some explaining to do because the picture you was putting up was something that we was able to find on Pinterest. It's insane. Even pictures of Shannon kids was on Shannon's page on Facebook. And then somebody else, a creator here, did a deep dive and realized that your number is the same number associated with the page that you're saying is Jania's. I didn't believe it, and I've been saying it on my platform that I think it's the same person that's covering both pages, the Kayla page and the Jania page. But now we have proof. Those pictures, those text messages, everything was fake. Everything. Look at the messages. You were just messaging people and doing all the kinds of stuff. So many creators had messages from Kayla, either from the Jania page or the Kayla page, but then took it a step further and was using some of my pregnancy videos. Look, you'll see where they tried to make it like this was Nazaria. This girl had people in her own comment section like, hey, they're using your video for Nazaria. They're using your video for Nazaria. Just wait and listen to what she has to say. No, we was pregnant in 2 different time zones. Well, not completely different time zones, but y'all using my pictures to say, oh, Nazaria Harris probably still alive. No. Videos that y'all posted about me, comparing me to Nazaria Harris, no. It did look believable because this could have been. This very much could have been, but it wasn't. You're a fraud and we all found out. Pictures was off Pinterest or off a Shannon page. All of the text messages between Kayla and others and Jania and others was damn near copied and pasted. And the videos of the pregnancy was somebody else's entirely. You already know when it's a fact-finding thing, I'm going to have it. Their page is fake, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. And the fact that I've been up here for an hour, we ain't at 50K likes is crazy because I just gave you information that you are not going to get anywhere else because, in fact, that page is good for clickbait. That page is good for clickbait. So the creators that make the clickbait stuff, that page fuels their, you get what I'm saying? It fuels it for them. The page is fake. I'm going to play it one more time and then we're getting back into the 40-year CPS because right now, since we've been covering this case since January, is a lot of things we found out, but going back is imperative because there's so many other things that's been coming out in the case that going back we have to do to figure out the players and put them where they go. I didn't believe it either. I kept saying I didn't believe it on my page. I did my own help, had my team do our own investigation. One of my good members. One of my good members did took it upon herself for the group to message Kayla, and the messages Kayla was sending her didn't sound right to me, so I knew something wasn't right. Then one of my other good members filmed them pictures on Pinterest. Then another good member sent us the link, was sending me the link for the other girl that's her videos. I said, oh, you're lying. So when I thought all of this time, I said something wasn't right. All right, Paris, I'm going to play it for you, Paris. because somebody in the comment section, and where did that person go that asked that question? Where did they go? How do you feel? I answered your question. How do you feel? Are you so upset? Oh wow, thank you for keeping us informed. That's crazy. Okay, so I did see. Okay, you did say. I just wanted to make sure you knew because you asked. And when people ask a question, I genuinely try to give it to them if I know it. That I know. I'm gonna play this one more time and we're gonna move on because we have to go through this whole 11-part Mark D series so that I can y'all know I got the board, the whiteboard. Everybody in red is a pedo. Ooh, why is it not letting me show y'all? Everybody in red is a pedo. Everybody on this board is somehow connected to Zaya. I'm playing Inspector Gadget. Y'all got to play with me. I'm going to give you the things you need, but you got to go along with me. I'm going to play this last one time. That damn Instagram page is fake. I'm exposing it. It's on my other my other TikTok page. If you want, go to my other TikTok page and share it so that other people get this information so that nobody else is misinformed about this IG page. Kayla, honey, you got some explaining to do because the picture you was putting up was something that we was able to find on Pinterest. It's insane. Even pictures of Shannon kids was on Shannon's page on Facebook. And then somebody else, a creator had did a deep dive and realized that your number is the same number associated with the page that you're saying is Jania's. Hey, I believe it, and I've been saying it on my platform that I think it's the same person that's covering both pages, the Kayla page and the Jania page. But now we have proof. Those pictures, those text messages, everything was fake. Everything. Look at the messages. You were just messaging people and doing all the kinds of stuff. So many creators had messages from Kayla, either from the Jania page or the Kayla page, but then took it a step further and was using some of my pregnancy videos. Look. At the end of this, you'll see where they tried to make it like this was Nazaria. This girl had people in her own comment section like, hey, they're using your video for Nazaria. They're using your video for Nazaria. Just wait and listen to what she has to say. Like, no, we was pregnant in 2 different time zones. Well, not completely different time zones, but y'all using my pictures and saying, oh, Nazaria Harris is probably still alive. No. The videos that y'all posted about me and comparing me to Zaya Harris, no. Now it did look believable because this could have been. This very much could have been, but it wasn't. Your fraud and we all failed out. Junie B, I'm confused what you're saying. You said not they got the live, I got the video, and honestly, Kayla wrong, but this the consequences of Shannon letting him around. Oh, Paris, thank you. Nobody else sub me here, please. Nobody else sub me here. This is the backup account. I am going to try to start using this backup account more, but don't sub me here. Thank you for the sub, and I'll be here until my other page is back. So, and I do think I just showed you. I'm gonna show you. She said, "So who was that prego?" It was this lady, honey. It was this lady. My other page is Maisha80. Can somebody put it in the chat? I'll tag it. I'll pin it. It was this lady. Oh, you were just in the TikTok live. Okay. Like just a random person. The lady said she don't know Nazaria. Listen. You will see when they try to make it like this was Nazaria. This girl had people in her own comment section. Listen what she said. They're using your video for Nazaria. They're using your video for Nazaria. Just wait and listen to what she has to say. Like, no, we was pregnant in 2 different time zones. Well, not completely different time zones, but y'all using my pictures and saying,
oh, Nazaria Harris is probably still alive. No. The videos that y'all posted about me and comparing me to Nazaria Harris, no.
Thank you.
It did look believable because this could have been. This very much could have been.
Listen, who knows who this lady is? Who knows who this lady is? Just a random person, just like that baby kicking in my stomach was a random person off Pinterest. It was just a random picture they took off Pinterest. And all you had to do was type in black girl pregnancies. That's it. Insane. Truly nuts. Truly nuts. Like, what? What I'm saying is like the things people are doing on this social media just to get following, just to get likes, because we get paid for likes, we get paid for viewership. The fact that it's still people that can come in my comment section right now and say, hey, did you see that IG page? Is insane. Thank you, Ashley. It's insane. Let's get back to it.
Of everything that's going on. So this is a post from a lady named Kenya. That was made in regards to Nazaria's aunt's boyfriend, who is the pedophile, and this whole situation being swept under the rug by the family. The post reads, can't sweep pedophiles under the rug anymore. It's not okay, Annette. Now, if you've been watching the news, I'm watching somebody in the audience right now who knows who Annette is without me having to say it. But if you don't, I'll say it. Annette is the grandmother. So if this person is a member of the family is making a post saying it's not okay to sweep pedophiles under the rug anymore and mention the grandmother by name.
Thank you, guys. Me too, much. I don't even know.
Right.
It's 283 people here. Can you guys do what's free? Like the live, share the live, comment, because he do say a lot of profanity and I don't want us to get any warnings again. Follow me if you're not already following me here and on my other page, Maisha80. I love y'all down. And if you want to send me a gift, I'll truly appreciate it, because since my other page is banned, I'm not making no money over here or over there.
To take a good look at this dude right here. This guy's name is Jarvis Butts. Jarvis Butts. This is the auntie's boyfriend who was convicted of sexually assaulting Nazaria, who's currently incarcerated right now, or should I just say in custody.
Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Related gun charges. Now, this is somebody who's been caught with guns 3 times and only given probation, like unregistered guns, and he keep getting probation.
I don't know, and I don't know so much. That's why we're gonna make the list.
Mark, show us his Facebook name so we can look him up and delete him off his page. Delete him off our friends list. Okay, there you go. Because there's a lot of ladies on my friends list that have this guy, and allegedly this man, whoa, Let me get my sound effects ready for this one. Allegedly, this man has 20 up to 20 kids.
Heartbroken Fool. The preliminary is on YouTube. The trial doesn't start until, I don't know when the trial starts. Jury selection starts October 6th. Thank
And the
you.
majority of them were conceived with underage women at the time that they were pregnant, underage girls. A lot of them, not all of them. So again, this is not, as I said in my pregame, this is not exposing the individual. This is not none of that. This is to discuss the failures in our families, in the system, and in our communities where we know it's motherfuckers out there like this, and we don't do nothing about it. Sweep it under the rug and let them live and let them continue to do the thing. This man got 20 fucking kids. It's probably I wouldn't doubt if it's somebody on my friends list that got killed. I got so many followers. It's somebody right now that's probably cool with him. They got a problem with what I'm saying. And what I say to you is that you're part of the problem. Because you know motherfuckers like this.
What grade did you go to school with Jarvis in? Because didn't Jarvis have a baby at 13? Mark D is talking. We are going back to listen to the whole 11 parts of Mark D's podcast because there's so much stuff coming out that I feel like we have to start from the beginning just to understand some of the things that's happening now. You went to school with K through 5.
And you befriend motherfuckers like this and give them a pass to function in society like they normal. But yeah, that says something about you, don't it?
Yes, he was.
Y'all want to talk to me, man? I want to talk to y'all, man. I'm about to open up the phone lines. 313-723-0481. I want to get our perspective on this, man. And y'all talk to me and let me know what it is. Where is my call-in line number? Oh, there it is. Let me put it back. I'm having some issues with my graphics. All right, there it is. Phone number is on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, 313-723-0481. Give me a call and share your thoughts on this situation with me.
Thank you, Netta.
Because I'm perplexed as a motherfucker, like, from, and let me say this as well. Because just like the individual Kenya who post that I seen, who was sent to me about putting this situation out in the open in the family, I've been told that there's several other members of the family that have reported things to CPS, reported things to the police, reported things to other authorities, and nothing's been done.
And I do have a few of the CPS reports that was reported. I do have a few of the CPS reports that were reported before year. I have CPS reports that was reported dated back 2019, 2022.
What do y'all think about this? What's going on, Carla? Who is this and where you calling from? Okay.
Purple
so
hearts in the chat, please.
Phone and ran out of minutes the moment I picked up. All right, 313-723-0481. Give me a call and let's kick it, man. Let me know what y'all feel about this situation. If you all have any thoughts or what. Did I say enough? Y'all done? We don't need to talk about this? Because I'm just wondering, man, like, how many other situations are like this going on that we could possibly prevent by getting ahead of it? Somebody right now that's watching this video got a situation, maybe not to this extent, maybe not to this magnitude. You know, that onion may not have this many layers, but it's still an onion. And you still smell it. If you don't deal with that motherfucker quick enough, you're going to be crying. So that's really what this is about. And again, the reason why this situation touched home to me, you know, because I'm being failed by CPS right now. And I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm not even going to get into the details of my situation. I'll save that for another show. Some of the people that's following me already know what's going on with me, but I plan on discussing that situation real soon as well. But that's the reason why this bothers me, man, because, like, what do you do? What must you do? As much as we talk about keeping our kids in a safe place and protecting our kids and doing what we have to do, what system is in place to enforce consequences in the event that we have hard evidence of our kids being done wrong? It's almost like blood has to be drawn before somebody takes you seriously. Okay? What's going on, caller? Who's this and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Shalita. I'm calling from the east side of Detroit.
What's going on, Shalita? What you got to say?
Listen, I've been waiting since 7 o'clock to listen to your interview, but what I don't understand is almost like speaking in circles. Where is the girl? Who is being held? And what are we going to do from this point? Because if the community needs to get involved, then we really don't know what are we going to do and what you ask us from us as a whole. I have been watching it.
Hey, wait. First off, let me say something to
But I
you because
just don't understand where you're going with this.
first off, I want you to talk to me directly through the phone, not through speakerphone or Bluetooth.
I don't know how to do it. I'm older, so
Okay.
I'm trying to get involved, but I really don't know how to work the phone.
No, are you on Bluetooth or speakerphone right now?
Let me see. You want to put it on speaker?
No, I want you to talk directly into the phone because you was kind of going in and out. Wasn't hearing you clear. But for the gist of what you said, I heard most of what you said. You said something about me talking in circles. And where's the girl?
Right. I can't keep up. It's
Okay, well, I mean, maybe that's probably because you're older, probably first off. But like, as I'm talking straight to you as far as what I'm saying. But here's the thing. I'm telling you the story about what has happened, number one. Number two, I don't know where the girl is. Like I said, if you heard what I said, the police are currently searching for the girl.
Okay.
Now, if you thought that I had some kind of answer and I was just about to pull this girl out of my pocket and say, ta-da!
No. Don't get me wrong. I am a true follower of yours. I respect what you do. So I don't want to get into like a going back and forth. No, I'm just here for support.
Okay,
I love what you do, and I'm trying to listen. So what I'm asking you is, right now, we really just don't know where she's at, right?
Okay. So, okay. Well, I'll say this. Okay, the point
the community can do.
The point that I'm making by explaining all of this, right, is to expose the severity of the details of this situation. Like I said, because I know it's a lot of other situations like that that's currently going on in the city. How many times do we not see damn near every week a missing kid in the city? And that's no exaggeration. Whether it's reported or not, every week, probably every day damn near, right?
Yeah.
So the point of talking about things like this is so we can expose the flaws in these different systems, so we can expose the flaws in our family and in our communities that allow shit like this to happen, right?
Because I understand what you're saying, because in the Black community, and I'm just speaking from the Black community because I'm Black, My thing is that we all know that uncle, that cousin, that friend, that cousin. We all been touched growing up. And it's always from within a lot of times.
Honeybee, this is the backup. Honeybee, this is the backup.
You know, we've had this discussion in my own family. It's always the cousins, the uncles, the friends, the babysitter. And it's sad that people tend to just want to, you know, turn a blind eye to these
So,
things.
and then
I'm gonna see if I can gift you from this page when we get back on the other page. I'm gonna see if it let me gift you a sub over there. I don't know how to do it. Mush gonna have to show me how to do it.
and hurt and being harmed, and we need to stop it, and we need to come up. And it's not okay to just say, Uncle Greg crazy. No, you know Uncle Greg in there touching on people.
so if you say that, then you understand exactly why I'm having this conversation here.
Yeah. I do. And I just wish that more people would speak up and we would really like protect our kids. I have 7 grandkids. And everybody tell me all the time, you have your grandkids all the time. It's not because I want to, it's because I have to. I don't trust people with my grandkids. So I keep them, no matter if I'm tired or what. We need to start getting back to the point where we're supporting these girls. We're supporting our family members. I run into so many young girls that don't have support, that leave their kids with anybody. That at the last minute, the daddy tell them, "Oh, I ain't doing it." Now they got to leave with the man, the girl next door, who brother and uncle and everybody there. You know, it's so sad. You know,
Hey,
I don't
sister.
care how tired I am.
Hey, sister, check it out. We're gonna open up this call line. All right, sister. We're gonna open up this call line. We got some more
I
people
know,
calling. All right.
y'all. Calling Detroit Love Child.
For sure.
Detroit's Love Child.
Call in line.
I can't even remember. Shalita, Detroit's Love Child.
Call in. Let me turn this do not disturb off so I can get. Hold on, y'all. My do not disturb is still on. Let me turn it off. All right, call in line is back open, man. 313-723-0481. What y'all got to say about it, man? Let's kick it. What's going on, caller? Who is this? Where you calling from?
Calling from Detroit, right across the street from you, your homeboy Mike.
Mike, what's going on, brother?
Rather off, you know what I'm saying?
At what point does the help come in?
People are blocked. Doing stuff about blood and the
At the house, but on the right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you.
Shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Check that shit when it happened. I'm up, man. I had a couple more people trying to chime in, man, and voice their opinion on this crazy shit.
Thank you.
Hit me up and let's talk, man. Just talk about it. Yeah, man, I gotta get y'all be going in, man. I gotta give people enough time to breathe, man. I don't want to be disrespectful and shit. I mean, I like to give people at least 2-3 minutes to, you know. So 313-723-0481, man. Give me a call. Like, we need to really get our shit together, man. What's going on, caller? Where you calling from? People calling at the same damn time. What's going on, caller?
Peace, but it's Young D. I'm calling from Seattle, but I'm originally from Chicago.
What's going on, brother? What you got to say about this situation?
Man, honestly, man, what's up with the hidden hand, brother? We're not gonna prevent that, brother.
The who?
The hidden hand podcast. You and
Oh, man, this is not what we're talking about right now, bro. They'll be back though, man.
Okay, one love, man. My bad. I was just, y'all, keep that traction going.
All right, man. We're gonna keep it going, brother. All right. What's going on, hey, man? Call me and talk about what we talking about now. Don't call me talk about no shit we ain't talking about now. I ain't gonna get off subject. All right, let's stay on the subject, man. Call me and let's talk about the situation that we're going through right now in the community and how we can prevent it from happening, how we can be more proactive. Let's talk solutions. What's going on?
Thank you guys for 50K.
I'm Chanel calling from the east side.
East side? What's happening? What you got to say, Chanel?
Okay.
Hey, turn your phone down.
I'll give you a recap.
Turn your phone down.
I'm in person. thing I just want to touch on is in terms of CPS.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but turn that down in the background. Whatever device you're listening on, I need you to turn that off so I
Can
don't
you hear me now?
your phone. Yeah. I,
Anyway. Can you hear me now?
see, you're listening. Stop listening to the
Okay.
device.
Is it
Listen
on?
to your phone, sweetheart. You're listening to two
In terms of CPS, I went to school for social work and I was going to. Okay.
Thank you, Amber.
I went to school for social work and I was going to.
See, hold on. We got to get you together. We're going to take the next caller because you're listening to both of your devices and that's not going to work. When you call in, turn the device that you're listening to off. It's not synchronized together, right? The video that you're watching is 10 seconds after the phone.
Bro, now that I'm figuring out the YouTube thing, we gotta get a goddamn calling line. I'm telling y'all I need a calling line. I don't know how to get it, but I need it.
Right. So y'all need to listen to the phone when you call in, not the video that you're watching on. So
I know, Ashley, I don't know how to connect it.
what's going on, Carter? Who is this? Where you calling from?
This is Michelle. How are you?
What's going on, Michelle? What's going on? You finally made it through. I seen you trying to make it.
I know I was trying to. But I guess the first question that I have, and we have talked about this before, is why does it take them so long to start looking for this baby?
Well, it took them so long because it wasn't even reported until first off a week later, and I guess the severity, just like and that's I guess another point that I forgot, right? Because you know how I explained how when the grandmother's kids ran away and when they were reported, and the kids would make contact to them, and then they would say, "Oh well, they grown, they running away, they know what they're doing, if they want to be grown, let them be grown." When it was first reported that she was ran away, that she was missing, the family was reporting her as a runaway. You know what I mean? So it wasn't really that much emphasis, I guess, put on. This is what was told to me. You know what I mean? So they didn't, like, I guess, I don't want to say DPD was dragging their feet on it, but that's what the family is saying. You know what I mean? Because they didn't, put the emphasis on it until it was like, oh my God, it's a month later. Now we're talking about a missing kid as opposed to a runaway. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, she was like, and then I guess because she had ran away before, I believe, you know what I mean? So this was kind of like a pattern thing for her. And then I guess because of, I don't want to say it like that, but because of, I guess how she lived. And like I said, she had already been known to been running away with this grown man since 11, right? So it's almost like it was a pattern of hers, if you will.
Right.
So
They saying that Zaya was running away. This is what they were saying in the beginning, y'all. That's why I'm saying y'all think y'all know this case, y'all don't. They were saying she was running away with this autistic man, and he was high functioning, but because he was autistic, that's why they didn't never found no charges on him, right? Somebody just recently came out and said who the autistic man was, supposedly. I don't have any proof that this is who they were actually talking about, but this is who he said this autistic man was. This is who they're saying the autistic man was. I see a message, Ashley.
another time that she ran away. So they didn't put the emphasis on it the severity is like it is.
And the only other thing I want to say is, and want to piggyback off what you said is you're right. And if y'all got a problem with what you're reporting, then you are a part of the problem. Because the problem is if we know as adults and we're not protecting our children, then we are a part of the problem. We need to protect our children, and that's everybody's kid.
Yes, he is.
But if you know something like this, you're damn right. You are a part of the problem, and you have failed that child as well.
Maybe he says okay.
And you're probably failing children that's in your care or in your circle, some kind of a way or another.
That's all I'm saying. I'm praying for the family. I'm praying for this baby.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
Well, little one, I wouldn't be surprised only because a lot of the messages between her and Jarvis, it was like other kids was being invited. He was telling her to invite one of her friends and saying that they gonna share the friend. So I wouldn't be particularly surprised because Jarvis was inviting the other kids in too. Supposedly Jarvis was who invited Marquita's kid in. Please get me back on the For You page, guys. Like the live, share the live, comment on the live, follow me if you're not already following me. I can tell that we are off the For You page. Let's run it up so that we can get back on the For You page. Thank you guys so much. If you can help me complete my live goal, again, since I'm over here, I'm not making any coin. I'm only able to make a little coin off a little gift.
Y'all. Pray for these babies because there's a lot going on. We have discussed it over the last couple of weeks with other children, and it's a lot of these babies, and they're coming up missing, and we're not bringing enough awareness to this, and our babies need us. We're here to protect them.
I feel like I'm seeing more tragedies in the news that involve kids than involve adults now. Between kids being killed by guns that are unattended in the house, drive-by shootings and stuff like that, and then shit like this. It's like, well, damn, like where is the protection for the kids out here right now?
You're absolutely correct. Real quick and short, I was talking with one of the funeral home directors, and he was saying he had been in business for over 50 years. He has never ordered so many babies, teenagers, kids, caskets in all the 50 years that he has been in his business. My life insurance man said the same thing. He said, Michelle, you're smart because you're invested, and not only are you invested, but you're making sure your children are protected. And it's so many phone calls and stories of, oh, I lost my son, he was killed. I lost my son, he was, he did this, he did that. But he said he's making more, having more things for younger kids, and this is a different world, and we have to protect our babies.
Man, it's crazy as hell out here, man. I appreciate you calling, Michelle.
All right, you be safe. I'll see you soon.
For sure. So yeah, I see a couple of people left voicemails, man. I don't know if y'all want to try to call back in or if it's anybody else got anything else to say, man. But yeah, man. My whole mission or purpose of this is, like I said, to raise awareness about situations like this, to where we could possibly get in front of a situation like this and stop a tragedy from happening. The first caller called in and she said, we all know about the uncle or the cousin, and fortunately for me, unless it's been swept under the rug to the magnitude that I've never smelled it. I don't think there's nobody in my family, thank God, that has done anything like that. Again, I don't think, because we know we sweep shit under the rug. Grandma, and granddaddy got some hell of a locks and safes and shit, and we don't know what's in it, right? But we know when some people do have shit like that going on. And this conversation is probably making a lot of people feel some kind of a way because, they know about situations and they've been the ones to sweep shit under the rug. You don't want to be the one that the family disowns, right? You don't want to be the black sheep of the family. But I mean, what on the flip side of that, like, what is it like to be accepted and feel one with family? Do you really feel bad about being ousted from that? What's going on, caller? Who's this and where you calling from?
What's up, this is Michigan Marley. Calling from the west side of Detroit.
What's going on, homie? What's going on? What you got to say about this?
Good. First, I wanted to touch on, you had said that what can we do to make these type of situations better. I have noticed, I'm 33, I'll be 34 this year. I have noticed social media as kind of a pro and a con. Social media, when I can't say in the past few years, when certain stories get reported and it gets so many shares and comments and making the police or CPS or whoever else once social media blows up, it's like that's when they want to move their feet. It's like that's when it becomes important.
I'm glad you said it. See, I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. So it's
that's
like
the reason why I put this shit out there like that.
Yeah, because it's like to them, if they can report that our crime is down, that's what they care about more so actually getting in the thick of it all. Another thing I want to comment on was when you're in a family that has so much turmoil and they don't know how to communicate or they can't sit across from the next person that's in the same family as them and say their issue, their perspective, or their opinion, and the other person, instead of them getting mad and all that, they're actually listening. Communication is a big part of every relationship in the world, whether it's your friendship, whether it's family, whether it's your mate. To learn how to communicate is a big thing. A lot of kids don't tell or, feel like they'll get in trouble for telling because how they family present the situation to them. Oh, well, that's just Uncle Charles. You just got to forgive him. No, that's not how that goes. And I feel like, to be honest, we need to start teaching our kids. If somebody, even if I'm not listening, if somebody else is not listening to you within your...
Ooh, little one. Guess what Shannon and Marquita do for a living? Quickly, the little one. Guess what Shannon and Marquita do for a living? They so good. They so good. I gotta get some. No, little one. They work with autistic kids.
Family, take it outside of that. Because you have every right to that. You're human. So we just gotta, it's like I said, it's a pro and a con, even with these kids being on social media. I seen somebody in the comments say kids just don't run away for nothing. Right. It's gotta be a problem. That's not true. My little sister ran away because we took her cell phone. So these kids get embedded and the reason why was because she was on social media and wasn't supposed to be. So when you do act and you do things to take precautions, these kids will still go and run away or think that it's better out here anyway. So it's something, like I said, social media is the pro and the con of the situation. It's a pro because soon as something happens, if it gets enough attention, they gonna move their feet. They gonna move their feet, but it's also a con because everybody rather throw a device in their children's face and get out my face in this generation. Versus when we were growing up, it was a village. We go outside, we get in trouble, every neighbor on the block will pick up. But now you can't speak to people, kids, and all this. And like I said, it's social media. Here you go, TikTok. Kids learning stuff from TikTok, how to put a gun together, how to shoot a gun, how to do.
Hey,
come on.
Can everybody hashtag FYP in the chat, please? Can everybody hashtag FYP in the chat, please?
So it's like I said, social media is the biggest pro and the biggest con. That's all I wanted to, touch on.
I appreciate your comment, homie.
No problem. All right, I love.
For sure. Yeah, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, it's just about being solution based at this point, man. We see too often situations like this, or any situation that involves a kid a kid involving tragedy. I'll say it like that. We see stuff like this way too often, man, and we have talks like this way too often. You know what I mean? If we all come to the same conclusion and feel the same way about situations like this when they happen, then how the fuck do they continue to happen? You know what I'm saying? If we all on the same page and we all supposedly doing what we know we supposed to do to prevent it, how's it still happening? But you know what? Sad to say, of course, this ain't gonna be the last time we see this situation. You know what I mean? But I hope that all of the, few hundred people that's watching, or a few thousand people, however many that's reached, you know what I'm saying, by, the end of this broadcast or week or whatever, if this raises awareness enough in one person for them to do what they need to do and get proactive and stop shit like this from happening when they see it happening, whether it be in their family or whatever. You know what I mean? If one person, you know what I'm saying, make the change they need to make, then, you know, I feel like this video is a success with all of the, like I said, hundreds of people that's watching right now live. If this video some kind of a way saves one kid, I don't know how, where, what, but we need to get on our shit about these kids, man. This shit is crazy. But I know I'll have my eyes peeled to the TV for the news, and if I get any,
I think that was him at his end. Ashley, can you set me up a Zoom number, phone number? Can you know my email addresses and stuff? Can you set me up a Zoom number? Because I would love to have a call in line for tonight's live, because hopefully we get a panel on tonight's live. Chris, where you been at, Chris? I see you in Discord. Where you been at, Chris? Where you been at, Chris? All right, let's go right into the next one. Let's go right into his next one. We ain't even gonna waste no time. Hold on, let me go to my must-watch list, because I know the rest of them are on there.
I'm about to take my ass to the stove for a close, man. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. I hate to start it from the beginning.
All right, y'all. It's about that time, man. I am waiting for everybody to connect to the broadcast and whatnot so we can get this thing started, man. So without further ado, y'all.
Before y'all get in the comment section and ask, Naziah's father is on this one. Shannon is on this one. Florentino is on this one. Devin is on this one. I don't know if Vari is on this one. I don't know if Vari is on this one or the next one. Vari is on one of them as well. But Naziah's father passed away. Naziah's father passed away. This interview was before Naziah's father passed away. I have no idea where that picture was taken at. This interview is before Naziah's father passed away, but very much after Naziah was missing. So yes, he did pass away. He did. But he was alive during the beginning stages of looking for Naziah.
It was comfortable, man, so we can have this conversation with this young lady's family, her father, and her grandmother's cousin. I believe it is, man. So let's go ahead and roll this intro, man. I'll be right back.
This is the kind of show. This is the kind of show we always dreamed of doing.
Why don't let me sit like two?
So look, man, I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have him call in, y'all. Let me just end this.
We're gonna hear all of them. We're gonna play everybody.
Let me disconnect this. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm just gonna have him call in the phone line because we'll be all here. Y'all, I'm doing all of this technical shit. Hold on. Just call in 313-723-0481. What's up, bro? I just disconnected it. Just call in the phone line. We ain't gonna do the video chat because you having too much technical difficulties with that. You heard me? All right. So we're gonna have the father call in, man. We were trying to get him video chatted in, but we having some technical issues. His phone was not audio was not capable to connect to the chat, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, bro. 1 second. All right, can you hear me? Okay, something is, bro.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we couldn't get you on the video chat, man. I really wanted to, kind of talk face to face with you digitally, man. And
Little one, are you new to my channels? Are you new to my channels? Really quickly. Are you new? Because I'm going to put you at the back of the class or in detention in a minute.
conversation with you, but just first off, man, how are you doing tonight, man?
Them will say, yes, she is. Rosa, I think so.
I'm frustrated and hurt, confused, just everything. And just trying to stay alive. That's about it. Trying to stay alive.
Yeah. Now, when you spoke to me last night, you said that you had like no idea about what was going on in regards to the situation. So, what did you know, or what didn't you know, as far as what's going on?
So, I was, and I'm really, really bad. I break that 5%. So I was in a hospital when the police contacted me. And so it took me by surprise. So they asked if they could give the grandmother the number. I'm like, yeah, because, we had lost contact. So they gave her the number. So I continued talking to the police. Everything, like he said, everything that this woman has said, it's been like in a common way. Like, she's a straight A student. She sent me pictures of,
Remember though, the evangelist said that Annette was sound lost, like she can't find her way. She's so distraught over this. But Naziah dad saying she was like calming, like trying to reassure him. Which one was it?
Just like to where in my mind, like, okay, my baby's still okay, So with Naziah, just briefly, okay. We had made an agreement when she was born that the
Thank you guys for 75K.
Now,
you'll know what I say. I gotta step away for a second. Like the live, share the live, follow me. Please put purple hearts in the chat if you do not know what to comment. This is audio only, and so that we are not restricted, I need you to do your part. It's free. What I'm asking you to do is absolutely free. It won't take anything away from you. If you don't know what to write in the chat, just put purple hearts. Just like the live. Share the live. You can share it in your story if you want.
grandmother needed full rights to provide full care. So we both signed over our rights to the grandmother. I put myself on child support. Now, once you did that, I put myself on child support. I was still going over their birthdays, taking clothes, and everything. When I had this procedure done to my heart, I didn't have a phone for a while because I was in hospital. They put a defibrillator pacemaker in. I had to go to rehab to work, so I lost contact when I got out of here. They had moved, so I couldn't get in contact with them. Now, forward 3 or 4, maybe 5 years later to now, however much time that was, now my daughter's missing. And that's when the police came down.
Okay.
So briefly.
Okay. Now, I I want to say, without, I don't mean no disrespect by it, but like, without getting into too much your business, your personal business, I guess as deep as you want to go. Why was it that you felt like you needed to give your rights up to her as opposed to raising her yourself? If you knew that the mother was in whatever condition that she was in, where she couldn't take care of her, why didn't you take her?
All right, so I made a decision. For one, without my wife knowing. See, I'm married, so I made a decision without my wife knowing. And her name is Chantel. Tel knew my position, what I was in, because we had worked together. And, we had told the grandmother, the situation. So, and I know people going to go ham or whatever, but I tried to be as responsible as my mind at that time could take. And, I didn't run. I ain't, everybody want to say something. Go get them other guys that ain't taking care of this and ain't taking care of that. Took care of it. So, it was only because at that time, in my mind, I was trying to protect my wife's feelings without her even knowing.
So when you said you made a decision without your wife knowing, the decision was to give up custody of your daughter, or was it what was the decision?
To sign the rights over so the grandmother can do full, so she'll be able to provide anything that she needed as far as funding, stake, whatever she might need.
So you made that decision. So do you feel like had you told your wife the situation, she would have what, maybe convinced you to take her, or convinced you to do what you
know what? Now, when all this happened just now, I even apologize to my wife because I took away my wife's ability to, have her own feelings for the situation. And I knew that. And, I had to have that conversation again with my wife. I've not done what I've done. I know for sure this situation wouldn't happen. And it's tearing me apart because she would have had the two homes to go to and come to and a lot of stuff. But, my background growing up, it wasn't. I mean, I think it's still, you got to understand it. Everybody don't make right decisions. Everybody can hear the story. Oh, he should have done this. I'm pretty sure you should have done some things too. Now, I'm just being upfront.
Hey, shot girl.
About what happened at that time. That's all I'm doing. Right. And I if somebody want to ask, fine, but I still don't want to get away from me putting the information out here that I do know. Okay. For the main reason we're here.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I do think people deserve a background life. Where's this guy being though?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, who are you? Because a lot of people seem to be forming an opinion, not knowing whatever the situation may be. So I was just trying to give you a platform to speak your piece and say what you had to say as far as how you felt about the situation, and as well as about what you know, as far as going on, as far as I guess the conditions of the family that she was living in, and all of that. So what beyond what I just asked you would you like people to know about the situation, whether it be like I said, about the family or you, or what do you want people to know?
I would take any questions if somebody want to ask, but as far as if we are moving forward to the grandmother of Nasiah, I'm gonna move right forward.
Okay. Now, before we do that, though, I do see one question that I want to address. Now, somebody asked, so did you cheat on your wife? Okay, you can see.
Yeah. That is what it would be. That is what it would be.
So you
That
would
was
basically
what-
protect her from knowing about her and gave her up to the grandmother. So at what point did she find out about your daughter?
So, for one, when you put yourself on child support, they come out. I didn't know that. So they came out, came home from work one day and I had to have a total.
Velvet, I've been covering this stuff so long, I can give you a peek through. He say all of this stuff. He come back on a podcast, a couple podcasts down the line, maybe 7 or 8, number 7 or 8 podcasts, because it's 11 parts. On this one, he was saying how she was a good grandmom and he always went over the house, everything was all together. On the next part, because the community tore his ass up so bad because he just left his baby because he was cheating. Then he started talking about how the grandma was squatting in houses and all of this stuff. So he knew what was going on. And then before Naziah went missing, he hadn't seen her for about 3 or 4 years.
Conversation with my wife. What had happened had been done already. And that's how my wife found out, and I had to deal with it. And I had to deal with it.
So, one thing that was in the back of my mind, as I was learning.
Thank you guys for 80K.
The family of lady. Her
I call it Chantel.
Okay, Chantel.
I call it Taylor Chantel. Yeah.
Chantel. Like, I didn't know. I couldn't remember her first name. Like what was she like when you were with her? If you could go into that.
We worked together. We redid homes, and she was really good at painting, drywall, and things like that. So
I know we listening to this, but since we on this one, and we probably won't even get to Florentino till tomorrow, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think once I play Florentino, should I go then and play the evangelist? So that, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. What you think?
I don't know if I was arguing at home or, and I just drank heavily. Smoked weed and drank all day back then. And was probably led to some of my conditions. So, intoxicated. She was like a real cool person, like to work with, and I guess, under influence, one thing led to another, and the situation had happened. But Chantel was dibbling, dabbling with drugs back then. I believe it was like coke. I think it was cocaine. She didn't do no practice. I think it was just cocaine. But
did you ever use it with her?
Moving back.
You ever used it with her?
Oh no, I don't. No.
Okay.
No. I ain't even that type of cat. So, and Chantel was.
Naziah's mom was already on drugs before Naziah was even conceived. Basically, he's saying him and Naziah's mom wasn't cheating and in a relationship. She was a party. Like, it was like, let's have fun. We drinking, I'm getting you, and we having a good time. That's what he's saying Naziah's mom was somebody he worked with, somebody he would indulge in a good time with sometimes.
Bisexual. So, it was kind of almost like a party lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. Now, as far as when I talk to the grandmother, this situation has gotten a lot worse. Not that, Chantel had some before Naziah. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I think, and you know what? From the podcast, I don't know if I heard right, but Chantel might even be adopted to her mother. I don't even know. Now these are things that I did not know. I just did not know. So And then on the other two kids, they like they said, they all ran away when they were younger. You know, so this is what I'm saying. All this stuff, I didn't even know. There was no communication or relationship like that. You know, people make mistakes. People do things and they make mistakes, and you go on with your life. You know, and at that time, you do damage, and you have to learn and you grow, and you just have to keep going through life. And you know, that's basically, you know, and that's what it was. That's what it is.
Okay, one more thing that's on my mind to ask you before you get into your comments about the grandmother and whatnot. Like, so since you cheated on your wife and had Nevaeh, and you kept that secret from her to protect her, once she find out, she didn't say bring the baby home. Like, what was that? That was never a conversation as far as you
It was
found out.
Yeah, it was always a conversation. It was always a conversation. That was one of the main reasons I was taking bikes, clothes, whatever the baby wanted over there. And that's, you know,
why we're taking things over there, because y'all was having conversations about bringing her.
We were trying to get, you know, to still be in the baby's life.
Okay,
you know,
be involved.
When you make a decision, you just can't just automatically change like dog.
Right.
You just don't do that. So you show you can be there, and you show you can be responsible. And that's what I was doing. I was showing I could be responsible. I kept up my child support payments to this day. They're still going. And so that's what it is. My wife is a very supportive person, you know. And it's nothing that it was nothing on her. None of this is on my wife at all. She's a beautiful, supporting person. And that's what it is about her, you know.
Okay, so, you know, I guess with that being said, you can go forward with, you know, whatever the details is you want to share about the family or the grandmother, the situation, you know, your whole view of this situation right now.
Okay. So, it's like when I was in the hospital and she was chewing me in or everything, she was telling me like the baby never ran away. This has never happened before. You know, she was staying running with some kids, so, you know, we're going to find her and we're going to bring her home. You know, now my family's asking, like, well, are they going to do a police conference? And I'm like, well, Mama said they weren't going to do a police conference. They're trying to schedule it's going to be on this day. Now, mind you, this is like around the 9th or whatever. I believe it was the 9th. When we were having these conversations. And I'm like, okay, so it was just kept on.
Hey,
like,
Ash.
we were going to do this. We're going to do this. She even said Chantel came down from Ohio.
Hold on, yo, Ash. Jump up real quick, Ash. Just real quick. I only need 2 seconds. Jump up real quick, Ash. I only need 2 seconds. Hey, good morning. Well, good afternoon.
Hey, how are you? Oh my God. Yeah, I have to DM you. I have so much catching up with you to do.
DM me on the other page. I may look at some of the stuff here, but DM me on my other page. You know, this the backup page. I got banned yesterday. That's why we're here.
Oh my God. Okay.
So,
I'm trying to figure out, like, well, I'm so lost. Me and I have spoken a few times. Like, if she had checked up on me, she saw it was like kind of weary. You know how Ash is. Me and her spoke like for a little bit and stuff like that. But me and you have to really talk. Like, it's just been so much going on. If you can hear my voice, I was sick again. Like,
oh
the
wow,
kids got me sick again. Kids gave me food. Just so much going on. Like, so much going on right now. So I haven't even been able to tap in. I haven't even been on TikTok. Because you know, I'm on TikTok. I'm on your stuff at 10 in the morning.
So, Ash, so you didn't see the stuff going on with their IG page? That's what I was pulling you up for, to see which is take on their IG page.
No, I have not seen. Only thing I just went on and I just been seeing all this different stuff being posted. But you know, I don't go on other people's stuff. I only go for the facts, which is you. So I am completely mind blown on, like, what? What is happening?
Let me just play this for you real quick.
Oh,
I played it earlier, but I know if you don't be knowing stuff, you be wanting to know. So hold on, because I played it earlier.
Kayla, honey, you got some explaining to do, because the picture you was putting up was something that we was able to find on Pinterest. It's insane. Even pictures of Shannon kids was on Shannon's page on Facebook. And then somebody else, a creator, had did a deep dive and realized that your number is the same number associated with the page that you're saying is Jania's. I didn't believe it, and I've been saying it on my platform that I think it's the same person that's covering both pages, the Kayla page and the Jania page. But now we have proof. Those pictures, those text messages, everything was fake. Everything. Look at the messages. You were just messaging people and doing all the kinds of stuff. So many creators have messages from Kayla, either from the Jania page or the Kayla page, but then took it a step further and was using some of my pregnancy videos. Look. At the end of this, you'll see where they tried to make it like this was Nazaya. This girl had people in her own comment section like, hey, they're using your video for Nazaya. They're using your video for Nazaya. Just wait and listen to what she has to say.
No, we was pregnant in 2 different time zones. Well, not completely different time zones, but y'all are using my pictures to say, oh, Nazaya Harris is probably still alive. No. The videos that y'all posted about me, comparing me to Nazaya Harris, no.
Now, it did look believable because this could have been. This very much could have been, but it wasn't. You're fraud, and we all found out.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I got to guess what I'm saying. My heart, let me tell you something. I went on, you know, when I got back on here to stroll, and then, you know, all the stuff popping up on everybody's stuff. Because I told you, you know, allegedly, you know, I started everything, you know, the TikTok and stuff. You know, me, you spoke about that. I never been on since like COVID, everything. But you know, I started tapping in once I saw when me and you became friends and I crossed, you know, we crossed paths and stuff. Right. Like that. So, but you know, when you look at certain stuff, what brought me to the TikTok and more active was Desire. We already spoke about that. So I'm just trying to figure out like what is going on, and the fact that I was just seeing certain things and stuff like that, I'm mind blown because my heart dropped because I'm like, finally, we're about to get answers, and now, you know, at the end of the day, you know, me, you spoke about this. We always had hope. We always had hope because our heart, I don't know about other people, but you know, our heart was we're deeply invested with this little girl. So when we're constantly seeing certain things, we automatically, our hopes go back up, believing maybe there's a different outcome. Maybe she is alive. Maybe, and not understanding the bigger picture. But the fact that this little girl that was allegedly, I don't even know, I say allegedly, only thing I do know from the last time I came on here, wasn't that supposed to be Nazaya's friend or something like that?
Right. So the page, the Instagram page is supposed to be Jania, and Kayla is supposed to be helping her edit the stuff, edit the videos, pictures, and stuff. It came out to be that a lot of the pictures off of there was either from Pinterest or Shannon's page, like deep down Shannon's page. Because you know, I got Inspector Gadgets in my community. So they found all of this stuff. So they found the pictures on Pinterest. If you go on Pinterest and look up Black pregnancies or something like that, the pictures that was posted on their IG page pops up. Then it was the videos. Remember, they showing the videos and they putting a red thing over. And then I had somebody messaging Kayla and they was asking her, like, well, if you're doing the edits, send the original. And she was like, oh, Jania didn't give me the original. Right? Jania didn't give me the original to that. And then that's when that girl came out and was like, hey, they're using my videos. I'm not Nazaya. I don't know anything about the situation. It's getting frustrating now because that's all my comment section is talking about, is that somebody is using my videos for Neziah. So we got all the pictures from Pinterest, the videos from that girl's TikTok page, right? And this is how they had us on the wildest goose chase. Let me tell you how they had us on the wildest goose chase. Because we were trying to eliminate the fact that we thought that was Vari baby mom. So everybody, every creator, we find them the 30 pages Vari baby mom got. We looking on her accounts, it wasn't even Vari baby mom. It was just some random person on TikTok that they was using her stuff. Another thing, it was a creator that tried to log into the Neziah page, and it was a code sent to a phone number. You know, they show you the last 4 digits of phone number. So then they tried to log into the Janiyah page, and the last 4 digits of the same phone number from the from the Kayla account, and the same 4 numbers matched, right?
Wow.
I'm going to take it another step. The messages Kayla was sending and the messages Janiyah was supposed to send, it was like they was copying and pasting it to different creators.
Girl, let me tell you something. I keep forgetting that I can't say what I really want to say and how I want to say it on here. So that's why you see I'm not really saying nothing. And you be taking down like light work on and off. Every time I turn around, Ash was telling me they kept taking your stuff off. So I can't, that's why I'm talking like this. Because what I really want to say, I'll DM you and really say.
But listen, real quick, Ash. I've been what I've been doing is posting my live streams to my YouTube. So if you want to go over there and catch up, it's a lot of stuff. I'm live on YouTube right now. So I'm live on both places. But if you go to my YouTube, you can catch up, because did you see the guy, the evangelist? They came out and said that Vari was by. Listen, Kenneth the evangelist. He is Florentino's ex, and he said Vari was by. That's not Vari's baby. That's Neziah baby. Vari know where Neziah at. Neziah not missing. Neziah closer than what we think. Neziah set this up. Neziah is very smarter than what we know. Neziah got all of this going on. Jarvis is being used as a scapegoat. He said listen, you gotta go watch the YouTube. He said that the autistic, let me show you who he, remember they were saying that Neziah was messing with an autistic man that was grown, and since he was autistic, they could. We just listened to the 40-year CPS, the first official joint that Mark D had did back then, right? Like when that February after she went missing. Let me show you who. No, this is not the autistic guy is not new. This is something they threw out there when the story first broke a month after her disappearance. That's what I'm saying. This is not new. People just, once Jarvis' name came into play, people just stopped talking about the autistic man. Right? Listen, that's why I said let's start over, and I just played it where Mark D spoke on that the family was saying that Neziah was in this relationship with this autistic man. They had to try to keep them apart, and Neziah would sneak out to be with him. You want me? Let me show you the picture of the autistic man.
Who is Florentino? Who is that?
I'm gonna get the Florentino. You probably know who Florentino is, though. I probably just gotta remind you. Just give me a sec. Florentino is auntie. Oh, you okay. So listen. So the auntie's ex got up here and said that he had Neziah and Vari down for, so if anything happened to him, they get his estate, all of this stuff, right? I'm gonna show. Let me show you. Let me show you Florentino's ex, and then I'm gonna make the next statement, and then I'm gonna show you the autistic man that the ex is saying Neziah was in a relationship with. This is the one that Florentino was in a relationship with. And this is Kenneth the evangelist.
Wait, did you say evangelist?
Yes, Kenneth the evangelist is what he goes.
Okay, so evangelist has to do anything with like.
Listen, you got to move past. Listen, notice and move past it real quick. This is who was saying all of this stuff that Varvey's by. This is the autistic man he's saying Nasiah was in a relationship with. His name is Kenneth Greer. You want to know what's crazier? Because the evangelist said he also was in a relationship with this man. Before his relationship. Listen, before his relationship with Auntie, he was in a relationship with this man. He is saying this is the one that Nasiah was messing with. This is the autistic man. This man came out and said, that's not true. Right? But since the very beginning, they've been trying to push a story about this autistic man. This is one of the ones with a question mark, right? But it's like, it makes no sense that no little girl was lusting after nothing like this. I don't give a damn what age. Right?
It's just too many weirdos around this girl.
I'm going to show you the board. But hold on. The evangelist said he was with Florentino when Florentino was 18, right? The evangelist was 8 years Florentino's senior.
So this go before, so Nasiah is only a baby now. So what the hell? She was dating this guy when she was at her mother's stomach?
No, listen. Let's move past this guy and get to this guy, Auntie's ex. He said when he was dating Florentino was 18. This is him. I'm going to show you this actual picture of him because he's in this picture with Florentino. And it's him, Annette, and Florentino. Look how young Florentino look.
Like 16.
Look how young Florentino look. Oh, do I have that picture in here? The single one? Can somebody put the single picture of him in here where I got it to the side? Listen, in the Discord so I can say that. I said, there's no way Florentino, this man 8 years older than Florentino. If Florentino, right, was 18, that means Annette was letting Florentino be groomed by a grown man as well.
Oh, we know she got a track record.
All right, so did you see the video floating around of the birthday party and it's a man loudly singing in the background?
No.
Girl, you got to watch the YouTubes. Anybody that's here that's seeing the birthday video and that guy was singing loudly in the background, that's who this guy is. That's who he is. This is who he is. But keeping up with Ash. You want me to tell you something else that happened 2 days after his interview dropped with Miss Parker, when he got up here and laid all the things out?
Give me the tea.
Messages between him and Vari when Vari was 16 surfaced, and he was propositioning Vari for explicit pictures for money.
What? Okay, can we go back? Can we go all the way back? Let's go all the way down. Remember the first time me and you met?
Mm-hmm.
We talked like almost the whole class then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you remember, because you are pretty much brilliant, very smart. So I know you will remember the statement that I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I got on a lot of people and on the chat, and I made it very specific on people leaving that boy alone? And the way he would talk, and the way how he would go about things, and everybody, well, that's the brother, and he should have done this, and he should have done that. I was stating that they should leave him alone because they don't know the bigger picture and the trauma that he has been through. This is it right here. That right here.
I'ma play this little bit of Miss Parker's live where she's reading the message. Go ahead, you keep talking while I pull it up.
He laughed for a reason. Who is this man? And he played with God.
Wait, before I even get to the other day he was on live. Mind you, all of this is just coming out within the last week and a half. On Easter Sunday, he was on live, and one of my good girls had put the link in the Discord and said, hey, if anybody's up, the evangelist is live. Mind you, this live stream comes days after he goes public and say all of these things about the family. And I highly encourage everybody here to go over to Miss Parker on YouTube and watch his full interview. And then the next day, the autistic guy, does a full interview. So they both back to back do interviews and talking about this Harris family.
And somebody's gonna sound like they're saying the truth, and somebody's gonna tell us something.
Neither one of them sound like it. Honestly, this is the thing. This is the thing with this one, the evangelist, that he talks in circles, but you should listen very well because he puts things out there and he puts players with people like he. You know who everybody is now. You get what I'm saying? So although it's nothing but lies coming out his mouth, you do get a glimpse of some things that you like, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so basically he's one of those people that talk subliminals. If you're not smart enough, you're not gonna catch it.
Right.
Oh my God.
Wait, let me find.
I don't care about who's doing what, who's on top of who's with who. All I want to know is
well, how it sounds like to me is he was the one grooming the boys and Jarvis was grooming the girls.
Where is this girl? I don't care about none of this. Where is this girl?
Hold on, because I want you to hear his a little clip from his live the other day. Because he literally, and to me, you would think he would get up there to address some of the allegations that have come out against him since he did their live stream. That's indeed not what he was doing. That's not even close to what he was up there doing. Here we go. I'm about to play it for you.
We don't even.
But yet some people get into situations. We want to moderate as though we're better than that. Jesus asked the question when they had brought the woman to him who had been caught in the very act of adultery. They asked him and said, "What do you say?" And I see Jesus when he stooped down on the ground and he began to write in the sand, and he came up with a stone in his hand, and he's
Hold on, because that was the piece I got. This is the piece my girl got. Hold on.
Get yourself out the way so God can get in the way. But God loves you more. Remember to check me out over on TikTok at the Prayer of Jabez. Come on at night, praying for you, praying with you. Having words of encouragement. We have a good time over there. Love you like I love you, but God loves you best, and I'm out. Get yourself out the way.
So listen, he said the only thing him and Jarvis had in common, because I'm not playing the live he was on. I did that already. You guys can go watch it on my YouTube. I'm going to play the text messages for you when she reads the text messages. He said the only thing him and Jarvis had in common, because Jarvis was a straight man, was the love they had for the kids. And now he don't know if they had the same, like they had to say, that was when he basically, to sum up his thoughts on Jarvis is that he thought that they just had the same, they had shared the same love for the kids.
What? Of course they have the same love for the kids.
Mind you, when he was saying this is before Vari text messages had dropped.
So all of them going to jail. All of them going to jail. I love the fact that they start talking and they keep talking, because all of them those for one little girl. She was that powerful. You mean to tell me she had that much control for over everybody in that house like that? For them to stay here and be doing the stuff, to saying the stuff that they doing, this is disgusting. And what makes it even worse, the woman that's supposed to, your grandparents is always the one that's supposed to hold the house down, self-control, and be able to, make sure the family's operating a certain way. And obviously, we all know that damn grandmother that they had, she wasn't a grandmother.
Wait, Ash, let me stop you. You know my ADHD kick in. When I start reading the messages, they start telling me to reminding me of stuff. Did you hear about Frank?
Who's Frank?
Frank is the guy that owned the automobile. I can't even talk. The shop. That Jarvis worked there, right? He owned every shop that Jarvis worked at. He is the known leader in Detroit.
So he was humping on himself.
I don't know if he was humping on them, but I think that it's a lot more than what we know because I don't know because they're saying, all right, so you've been going long. It's a lot to catch up on. Jarvis's first victim came to the surface. A victim that he victimized over 20 years ago. And she did an interview with Tootie Uncensored. She went on Tootie Uncensored and she talked about this rich man that was a driver. And he lived in this glass house and they were trying to train. That's how Frank's name came into play.
Been on since Ramadan. Remember when you did the Ramadan and then you would say that you was gonna get on a certain time after that, I got sick, the kids got sick, then it's some other personal stuff I gotta tell you what ended up happening or whatever. So I haven't been on, so it's been a little minute because you guys done fit a month.
Listen, you see how much stuff been going. It's so many new names. You don't know none of these being named.
I don't know nobody. I thought that we were still stuck on waiting for October. We're letting things rock out and rest.
That's what we thought. Even moved on to Kimani Lateef story. Are you familiar with the Kimani Lateef story? Because I even moved on to her.
No. It was a little girl, but I didn't get into it. I can't get into nothing.
And I want you to deep dive the YouTube channel because if you think that this case has you in an uproar, Kimani Lateef's case is going to have you in the craziest uproar.
I don't think I have the heart and the emotion for it no more. I can't deal with this stuff with the kids. I can't do it no more. I cannot do it no more. This with Nazaria has taken a lot out of me. I can't.
Well, then, until this Nazaria Harris thing is solved, then stay away from Kimani Lateef because her story is even more heartbreaking and heart-wrenching and do you hear me?
Well, what is happening? Why I just have one question. I wish I could just
and the grandma and Kimani Lateef's thing maybe just a bit worse than the net.
No way.
Okay.
There's no way.
Okay.
Worse than this one.
The father took her hands off.
What? Wait, what you mean take it off?
Her hands were off when she was found. Her was almost off when she was found. All right, listen, we're going to pivot. I'm about to play these text messages.
Who was to say that Nazaria wasn't like that, though?
We ain't find Nazaria yet.
That was even worse.
We found Kimani, and her mom stood outside while they searched the house. And when they found her, when they found Kimani, they found 2 other bodies that they haven't even talked about yet.
And what city is this? Please don't tell me Detroit.
Toledo, Ohio.
I can't. Something in the water, something in the atmosphere in Detroit with these parents ain't right.
I'm about to play I'm gonna play the text. I'm gonna play the text because I see in every comment section they saying play the text messages.
Who with y'all? Twisted. I'm getting to know you guys, but if you push it, you kind of push me away. Because
I'm gonna put the red braids up because she gonna keep calling him Shanae. So when she reading the messages and she put this voice on and say Shanae because he put this voice on, I just want everybody to be up to par with when she's saying Shanae, this is who she is referring to.
Say I'm not. If the main people I rock with or talk to on the phone don't hit me up for information, please respectfully, if I don't talk to you, even if I talk to you, but the people I talk to for real haven't asked me for anything. When I'm ready to put it out, I'm gonna put them out. Just not yet, because I'm gonna give the evangelist a chance, right? Maybe. I feel like I got hemorrhoids. Anyway, okay, she said here, okay, Belinda, okay, Kenya, Taco Prince, come down real quick, sis. Come down for a second, because these are my left hands, the people I really trust. Okay, so these text messages. I got these messages. You know, I think people people will bash people and say, you're lying. I was just doing this for clicks and views. No, I don't. I do it because it's my channel. I want to strike this bitch up and fire this bitch up to stay live all day for 24 hours. I can. I paid the StreamYard bill here. If people are going to listen, they listen. We don't be doing nothing but tripping anyway late night. So for the people to be in, they like it, I guess. But I talk about what I want to when I want to. But see, one thing about me, I don't got to go looking for anything, just like I didn't have to go look for this. Now, Vari, let me tell you something. I'm say this really quick. Stay in the child's place, okay? I ain't gonna do it to you yet. I'm gonna do it. But I'm not gonna do it to you yet, because stay in a child's place. Because see, this is when y'all should, the family should have a conversation with you.
Wait, hold on. You know, why she telling that?
I think because after the evangelist interview, she was getting like threats, like death threats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She get into it. Just listen to her.
Okay.
A conversation of, wait a minute, is that wait. Hold on, I see somebody in my chat.
I cannot believe it has taken me this long to use the Wonder app. I haven't tried one dish from there that I haven't.
No, they ain't okay. Line, okay.
Oh, Ashley said get the live to 100K before she play anything else. Get the live to 100K, guys, because I might just stop playing it.
You know, I thought you were going to get you down. I seen you at the corner of my eye, and I was just like, no, ma'am. You don't get to her. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. In my readers, I got shooters in the class. Okay? I got my phone right here. I can type. I'm good. Okay? So, wait. It seems so horrible. I don't think that is good. This commentary. But, Vari, stay in a child's place, okay? I can't tell your family what to do. I suggested it because it's only right that during a situation like this, they have a conversation with him, right? Because they knew that things was gonna come out. Not even here. Okay, I see you, sister. Give me a second. Okay. They knew that things was gonna come out. They seeing it firsthand way before we even got.
Hey, Chris, I miss you.
These messages today. So people will discredit Darnell, which you can. You have every right to. Sometimes it ain't Darnell they want to discredit. They want to discredit me, which I didn't make them say a damn thing. The stuff people said up here wasn't even said behind the scenes. Taco Prince, am I correct? Let's see what I was going to talk about when we came out of the platform. It wasn't even going to be a long live. So whoever even left that comment, you said it was going to be a long live, but you stayed 3 hours, bitch, because I can. So, as I was laying across the bed, they made my ass itch. Stop saying that word, Sasha. No, this time. Mr. Darnell being picked with again. He's being threatened. They want to kill him. They want to kill Darnell. Vari wants to kill Darnell. Now you got this alive, but Vari, where's my It's just it. Yeah. Let me see why it ain't showing. Let me read it because it ain't showing. Let me see. Why it ain't showing? Let me read it. It don't want to show. Maybe it shouldn't show like these text messages.
Thank you guys for 100K likes.
Let me read it. Let me read what Barry has said. Oh, is my verifies in here? We got all the messages. We got all our I's dotted in Kenya. We got all our I's dotted. Belinda, our T's crossed. Sister Taco Prince. Everybody got everything verified, correct? Just want to make sure my left hand's got everything verified that we need for these messages to be verified, okay? She said, better take notes, y'all. No, Belinda, no, did you dot your I's and your T's? Whatever, cross your T's. What did Kenya say? Let me see what Kenya said. Sister, I'm going to take notes. Dotted and cross. Okay, so everything's verified, okay? Y'all seen what I said? We got it together, right? Belinda, you get okay. So they won't let this man that lies so much rest. Barry say, okay, not that one. Not the dick pics. Oops, I said that. Oh shit. My bad. Hold on. Be quiet. Be quiet. You talk too much. Let me get this one out. Let me see. Here we go. I'm going to kill you for Kenneth Mitchell. Watch your back, and you better have a lot of popo because I don't know you. But Kenneth Mitchell said you're his ex. And I know he ain't touched me on my sister, but I want you dead because you told the truth. Navari, now you caused this man to go get them papers on you. You said you mad because he came and told the truth, but yet the evangelist, you said he didn't touch you or your sister, right? But indeed, these messages between you and the evangelist are so inappropriate. I love receipts.
I think the biggest mistake Barry did was going over there and threatening that lady because everybody is not, and I'm not saying Miss Parker doesn't care about his state of mind. What I'm saying is when you threaten to do harm to somebody, say you want to take them off the face of the earth, you don't know what I get sent stuff every single day regarding different people, right? And it could just be that day that threaten my life and my kids' life. And I say, you know what? Let me teach you a valuable lesson. And I put everything out there that I received, right? I can't necessarily say she's wrong. Because I said a long time ago, somebody needs to tell him to stop talking. But you cannot stop an adult. And he thinks he's an adult.
When it comes to him, I'm going to go back to saying it. I just think that everybody should have never even tried to involve him in the first place.
That's true. But when the players is coming and involving him, because they didn't ask him, did he do anything to like when they asked about the baby, he laughed and said, who, Vari baby? And she said, why you laugh? What's funny? And then he got into detail about Vari being bi. Like just out of nowhere brought that boy up. So the fact that you're upset with a creator about somebody that actually knows you, that put that out there to threaten her life and not his is insane.
because she wasn't baiting him. It wasn't like she was baiting him for information on Vari. None of that. That was like something he just willingly shared because he was laughing about the baby thing. It was like he was laughing about the baby thing. She said, I don't think that's funny. And she kept going past it. And one of the family members was in the chat and said, ask him what's so funny. So she said, such and such want to know what's so funny. And that's when he started talking about Vari. It literally made no sense how Vari even came into play in the conversation.
And that was wrong with him too, because again, everybody focused on the wrong thing and the wrong person. This went from Nazaya to some gay man and somebody in church. Like,
this the same gay man that's at church. Let me just keep going. Let the messages play.
I love getting verified. I love being in a group session where they're getting sent, and you can make sure that all our I's are dotted and T's are crossed. Even when people want to call me a liar, that's fine. Go ahead. It's fine. But those dick pics are for, I mean, my bad. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying right now. It's just stop that. So anyway.
Show you in just a few minutes how to properly track your mileage and expenses. If you're not doing it this way,
thank you.
What you say, Belinda? Hold on. Belinda, tell me, you and King and Taco Prince, tell me what you thought about those messages between Evangelist and Bar. What you think about them? Shanny, he's more than welcome, but I ain't extending an invitation now. But what you got? I'm tell you what I thought. Stop the dick pic. Look, be quiet. What else did you see? If you seen the eggplant, did you seen something else? Correct. Give me something to tell me that you seen what I seen. It's not that you didn't see it, but tell me something you seen that went with that dick pic. He do. That were not. She was nauseous. Sister, you were nauseous. Fake evangelist, come here, real quick. Come here. Just come here. Come in the bushes. I don't even want you up right now. Because everybody complete school chat, that chat wrote one sentence and that said it didn't happen in another. I'm under you for telling the truth. Well, I understand, Mom. I'm gonna have nightmares. Me too. Check your email. I can write email. Let me see what you said. Let me see. Cause I don't
all this is alleged. I don't know if any of this is true, but my suspicions is it is. I have no reason to believe Miss Parker's lying about any of these things.
That's a good one.
Listen, and I like the fact that what she did was send it to her mods so that they can confirm it for the people in the chat that they've seen it. They've seen the messages. They've seen the pictures. You know you're good.
Let me see. That young shaking my head, Mr. No, you know you was wrong for what you did. Don't turn that young man. Stop that, Belinda. Damn, look. I had to make you feel that. Make you feel. He does. He needs to move back. He needs to move back. She said she can give you Minnesota resources right to get out of there. Well, I adjusted. The fact that this shit even exists is so satanic and beyond sick. These folks out here threatening people's lives because of what they chose to do. I missed that right there. So the evangelists got up here, and because people didn't want to take, they're liars. Oh my God, Miss Farkas got liars over there. Oh my God, they're all liars. I don't know these people. Damn, I want some can. I don't know these people. From paint, can of paint. Want to be evangelist, come here so I can take that title, sir. Oh, you just want a title? You want a title? He's already a monster that started him young. I want to read a couple, just a couple. But I see why Mr. K is so fascinated. Stop that blending now. Now look. Yeah, the dick pic was a little bit. But just because it's, he won't leave. He's still the gangster lifestyle. He doesn't seem like that for real, for real. Who Morgan? I know that is slow. I had to watch dishes and watch 4 loads of laundry. That's why I'm late.
What's the question?
Please don't tell me that's the pastor where the fake grandmother and the fake aunts and uncles and everybody was going to. That he's not a pastor, nothing to a church or something, is he? Because I'm confused.
Keep listening.
Okay.
We're gonna get to the church. There's so many. You didn't know the church had bunk beds in it.
You got me sitting here smoking my damn hookah pen. I done stop trying to stop do this. I have to go get it.
Do you know the church had bunk beds in it?
Just play
to my beautiful brand and like so much love, respect. To Miss Farkas, salute, shot spot. Gee, I need to put some ice in my cup. Mine's melted, girl. Mine melted as soon as I got them texts. Kenneth Holiday, hard looking motherfucker lady got that back. Won't be down like Brady with them braids. Gone on. We not going. Barry, your granny sacrificed you. Boy, stop protecting her. Get out. That's where we are with you guys. Because you and the evangelist, these texts are sick. But
Purple hearts in the chat, please.
So quit looking at content creators when they bring up your name because that man sat over. He was only telling his truth and want to clear his name. The evangelist told y'all when he said it. But it's for everybody else. I'm not here to clear up nothing for you anymore. I'm here to put my thoughts out here, and that's it. These are my thoughts. I don't know nothing about nobody else. But when I get some, that's when I know. I don't know if she got insurance. I don't know if they got her insurance. I don't know. When I want to do my commentary and do it, I'll do it. But these right here are disgusting and disturbing in the most. But I'm not mad at you. And I'm not doing this because I'm mad at you. I'm doing this because I'm a mother. And I know that what he's done to you is not right. Whether you're 18 or not. Mm-hmm. Why is that, Shannon? The evangelist started the whirlwind. The evangelist started the storm when he came over here and said Barry was gay. The evangelist said that Barry was always around him and Florentino all the time, talking, saying inappropriate things. It does, Latif. It really does.
The apple don't fall far. The apple don't.
Hold on, Latif, real quick.
Far from the tree.
Hold on. I meant to. Message real quick, Latif. Check it.
10 out of 10 friends say you have to go to that wing place. And that.
So I'm going through these messages, right? And let me see which one I want to. They're so sick. And I'm going to put them out eventually, but just right now, I just want to sit on it, pray about it. Some people might put it for money, clicks, and views. I could turn this shit up with a lot of messages and stuff like that. Maybe some more shit, but I ain't doing it. Who's the fraud, Cynthia? Sure did tell it. Mr. K said you don't go no baby, right? Because you really don't like females. He even laughed, Bart, and said you was gay, Bart. That's what Ken said about you. And everybody got mad.
Hold on.
And I was just like, why everybody mad? He did. Like, he did.
Hold on, sis.
Okay.
So we got to stop that.
No, pause it real quick. Real quick. Just real quick, because it's just too much to endorse. Right? I'm taking. Imagine y'all got all this information. One, I'm getting everything at once, so I'm all over the place right now, right? So real quick, you mentioned something as who was the one that said that Naziah probably is elsewhere? Who said that? He did?
Mm-hmm.
And that she's making all this up?
Mm-hmm.
Not Shannon, not the grandmother, not Jarvis.
No, he's still very much in contact with Annette. He said that Annette felt like she seemed like she lost. She don't know what to do. She's so upset. She's so broken. He said Shannon and Marquita is like his sisters. And he don't look at them no differently because of the people they chose.
Okay, so if that's the case, it sounds like Miss Parker's getting to it. I'm sure she asked just like we were asked. So if this is all made up, do they have a clue where this girl could be?
She did. He said Barbie knows.
Barbie's the only person that knows?
You got... I'm going to play his interview again on this channel, but after I play Florentino, but I played him. You gotta watch the YouTube because it'll answer so many of your questions because they do ask him a lot of questions. I think they was on live with him for like 5 hours. Like they asked him a lot of questions.
So one more thing before you get to playing again. Allegedly, with all of this going on, is that the reason why people like me, you, they are mothers and invested in this situation, have said, why isn't there so much, why they haven't given her flowers yet, why they're not showing so much emotion throughout this whole thing? Could that possibly be a reason because they know that she really could be, if that's the case, that she's, that the freaking making this up?
I don't know if that's why they're being nonchalant. I truly believe that Naziah is no longer here with us. I can only go off of what the judge say. I can't go off of anything that these people are coming up with because the things that they're saying absolutely makes no sense. Whereas though what the judge saying makes more sense. So until she's either found or some real evidence come into play that shows anything different, I'm just going to go off of what the judge said. But my reason for keep covering the case is not even to find Naziah because I've actually had to remove myself from that part of the case. My goal is to now expose all of the pedophiles because if you remember what I said in the beginning when you first started coming on and watching me is that my goal is for all of them to be court. That to me Naziah's life ending so shortly is to expose all of those people corrupt around her, right? This is my whiteboard. You can't really see it, but everybody in red is a known pedo and they were all up in her life. Every single person that was in the red. And the blue that's next to the red names is just how they're connected to the family. So imagine it was this many pedos at your birthday party.
And I see everyone in the chat. I completely understand. I'm not naive to this. I know, me and me only talking like this, and there's so much catching up.
I put his name down, Queen.
So I get it. And I'm only asking her these things because remember, at the end of the day, we're only getting what is being put out there. We really don't know exactly everything. Of course, there's evidence. There's proof of people showing X, Y, and text messages, conversations, all kind of things like that. But at the end of the day, again, we can only wait to court. Like we all been patiently waiting. But honestly, the reason why I'm still having this conversation with her, and correct me if I'm wrong, sis, but if you want to chat, is because I left off to the us having the hopes and then them saying that they have evidence, and what I left off was them postponing it to October and wondering how the hell they got 40-something people.
Well, this is how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I believe it's going to be way more than that because so much stuff has come out since when they gave that October 6th court date.
So do you think we're going to have, of course we're going to have a lot more to discuss and a lot of more things coming out, but do you think there's going to be a lot more closure?
No.
About her?
No,
it's going to be more just all evidence, right?
Yeah. I think that we can't have closure as long as people keep coming on the internet and saying she's still alive and people are still doing search parties and people are coming up with stories like his where they're saying, oh, the brother knows where she is. That because again, like you said, you had hope that we'll go back October 6th and start figuring stuff out and we'll go from there. Whereas though you have people that's coming up like the Kayla person and putting videos out there to make it look like it's Naziah with this huge, big pregnant belly. And then they had put a baby laying on the bed that made it look like it was Naziah's baby. It was a damn, what's the babies called? My daughter had one, Baby Reborn. Things like that, because then that start giving people hope. So then it'll be like, you see how you haven't been caught up with me. Say if you came back on TikTok today for the first day and you didn't see any content I put out there and you on your FYP and all of this stuff about this baby, this pregnant belly, that then gave you hope. Now let's take it a step further and you never come across my stuff and everybody that's on your For You page is pushing it. That's Naziah. And nobody ever comes across your page and say, that page is fake. Then now you have hope that Naziah is still going to be here. So then you come over to somebody's space like mine, and there's 100 to 200 people here, and you have mixed people. You have the people that don't know that their page was a lie, and then you have the people that do know the page was a lie, and it's confusing all the way together. So do I ever think we're going to get closure? The only way is if we find her body. Right. The only way. Getting justice in court is not going to give us closure. Hearing anything from the family members and friends is not going to give us closure. It's only going to keep us confused. That's it.
And someone in the chat really made sense too, or something I kind of, want to go towards. I kind of agree somewhat because I really don't know, but off the little bit of information that you gave me with Frank, and she said that deep down in her heart, she believes that she probably could be alive and that the guy Frank probably took her, because I know you gave me a little bit of who he was when I got on here. So could that be a possibility?
It's so many possibilities that it makes me sick to be able to say this next thing that's going to come out my mouth. But social media has given Jarvis's legal team a lot of benefit of, like, a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Reasonable doubt.
There you go.
With keeping up with all of this and making it like Naziah Harris is, because y'all know that Jarvis's legal team only want the charge taken off. He is willing to take all the SA charges, all of the misconduct with kids. He's willing to take those charges. The M charge is what they want off. So if they can give enough reasonable doubt about the M charge and can get that taken off, he will be home. He would have served his time and would be able to be home.
What about her mom? Did you get anything from her mom yet?
Just the thing that we had before with her mom.
Nothing else.
Nobody
knows anything. Nobody hasn't spoken to her. Nothing.
Not to my knowledge. But do you want to hear the text messages?
Yeah. Go back.
Listen, can you guys help me complete my new live goal? I only need 5 more. I'm going to play the messages.
Yeah, they're gonna go on. I don't care what they say anymore. My expression voice completely brainwashed. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
show the money. You see, wherever I'm not, believe it till I see it. Still waiting for you to pull up. You see, where you at the same location. Hey, this is Vari. What's up? Horny, bored, driving. Shanae. Horny, bored, driving. Should I say like him? I'm horny, I'm bored, I'm driving. Something, no, you don't. Actions speak louder than words. Where the money at then? Show me the money. It's when you will see Shanae. When I got her, we do that sound contested. You will see, do all that, that's still it. You will see, wherever I'm not, believe it too. I see it, okay. I'm driving. When you were 16, he said, bro, I don't remember. He told him when you were 16. Delete, nigga. Bro, I'm finna block you. You don't listen. I told you to delete. Then I got you the fuck. No, you don't. Actions speak louder than words. Where the money at then? Show me the money. Send me a dick pic. Here you go. Now I need my money. You was supposed to come yesterday, not sending nothing else till you pull up. Your video calls them. Call Shanae. Not for real. I just woke up. Make it done.
He was asking Vari to make it nut.
Oh.
Keep listening.
I'm gonna give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know
Make
your
it
finances.
nut. Make it nut.
How many
That's what he was
subscriptions do
saying.
you
That's
have?
what he was
Probably
saying.
just.
Now you doing too much. Let me see. I know, Latif. I know. My nigga's like, wow. I mean, I would send them to you, you know. Thanks. Just look, you know. He said, now you're doing too much. $350. I'm not doing all that. Nah, I'd rather stick with my 300. I'm good. Now pull up. 400.
Come on, Edge, where you go? I don't want you to miss it. I didn't even hear the first. So listen, I'm gonna go back once. Yeah, you on again.
What the hell? Because I just put I was getting my AirPods.
I'm gonna go back a little bit so you can hear it again.
It's going. It's going.
Check your email. I can't right now.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. I meant to. Then the dick pic, and then look. Score. He wanted his money. He's 50. I'm not doing all that. Nah, I'd rather stick with my 300. I'm good. Now pull up. 400. No. I'll be on my way after I jack off and bust this stud. Y'all, let me gather my thoughts real quick. Give me a second. Let me give me some water, guys. Give me a second. Let me get some water. I'm a little excited. Hold on.
He offered him three. He said, "No, I don't want the 350. I'm good. I want to keep the 300." He said 400. The man went from 350 to 400.
Okay, yeah.
To make it nice. 300 for the picture. 350, 400. That's why I'm like, now I just get my normal 300.
Anything. Let me go back to where I left off. Thank you for shenanigans. I'll be out my way after I check out and bust the stud. Delete these messages too so my girl won't see it. 100%. Then he sent the video. Yo, dick little. Why you talking about mine? Not mine. Get yours and hurry up. You take all day.
Vari said his thing was little. Child. He sent Vari a video. Vari said your thing is little.
She said, not mine. He said, yes, yours. And hurry up. You take all day. Help me that did. Help me that.
You take all day is a wild statement.
See you when you get here. I'm tired of texting. See you when you get here. Please. Then the dick pic and then. Okay. So. I just get it. So shit. Hold on.
So it was not only he with Florentino when Florentino was fresh off the steps, fresh out the closet, he was messing around with Vari ass too. That's what made me believe he was grooming the boys and Jarvis was grooming the girls and Annette was just running the goddamn brothel. Because I can only imagine Annette saying to Vari, you don't gotta touch him, he don't gotta touch you, send him a picture, make the money. Because from what I took from the text messages, this ain't the first encounter. And this was happening at 16. Vari seemed like he was very annoyed with it. He already know how this go. Bring me my money. You got the picture. Your thing is little. I don't want to help you. Come on. Let's get back to the regular scheduled program. That's how Vari came off to me. Somebody said they was doing stuff for money because grandma wasn't giving them none. She wasn't, but she was getting them to make money because she's the same person that sent Janiyah and Naziah to their shop to clean up for money. Everybody was doing stuff for money with adults, except for her. She wasn't selling her own cat. And that's the problem for me. Because if money is tight, I'm going to sell my cat before I sell my child. This cat will be on display and on sale. Perfectly groomed and everything. It sounds like they were on display. It doesn't seem like they were just doing this stuff to make money. They were doing this stuff because they was told this is how they make money. Shannon, Annette, Marquita, none of them was selling cake. So they didn't just pick that up because somebody in the house was selling cake. They were taught to sell their cake for funds. Nobody else was there. Who was buying this cake? Please tell me. Please tell me. And I hope they never get Janiyah back because her cake is not for sale. I pray that they never get Janiyah back because they had her. Nobody is paying for that. But it is sick people that pay for children, and all of them sick people that was willing to pay for children in the local area, they had at the goddamn birthday parties. They had at the goddamn birthday parties. I'm mad you can't even see it. Hold on, let me take the damn thing down. They had them at the goddamn birthday parties.
Oh my God.
They were at the birthday parties. Everybody that was willing to pay for a child was there.
So was it true that the twins, Shannon and Marquita, was from her brother, her uncle, or something like that?
I don't know, but that's this is Annette's brother, and he was the one that was in that video behind Nasiah kissing Nasiah on the back of her neck.
Yeah, isn't he the father of the twins?
I don't know. I truly don't know.
They look like them.
Listen, I'm gonna finish playing a little bit of Miss Parker, y'all.
It was when he delete the message from, delete, nigga. Bro, I'm finna block you. You don't listen. I told you to delete this shit. I said I got you the fuck. And when he said for my girl to see this, nigga, I told you, nigga. The evangelist, I got your text threads between, this is some sick stuff. Shaking my head. It's the title. Yeah. It's sad, huh? Then, and it is EP. Well, it is a emergency order. So I want to talk about too much. I don't want to talk about too much, okay?
They wasn't deleted. Listen, this is what I had to say about these messages. Only 3 people could have dispersed these messages. Barbie, Evangelist, or Barbie's baby mom. Unless Annette had the messages and Annette is exposing. I don't know. But I believe these messages are true. I believe that he was grooming them boys. I believe that Annette let him groom them boys because, hold on, I got you. Let me pull the picture up. Let me get the right picture in, please. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me pull this one back up for y'all. Remember I said I would show you the picture of Kenneth on the side of Annette. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, this is a fresh 18, fresh off the steps and fresh out the closet. This is who his man was. That's his man? Hold on, let me take the... I don't even want to take it down because I want you to see.
We see it.
It's no way. Fresh off the steps, fresh 18, fresh out the closet, 8 years. This not when we that young and go after male, female, gay, straight. When you this young and you jump off the steps for the first time, and you even when you looking for an older person, damn sure ain't that. Damn sure it's not that. It's not. It's not. Look at his face and look at his face. And they in the same damn picture. Look at Annette's face. Look at his face in the picture, and then his face. To the highest bidder. Do you hear me? To the highest bidder. Because not him or Vari at those young ages, even if Vari was, it's nothing that's telling me he want that man. Mm-hmm. It's nothing that's telling me he want that man.
They had to. They have a choice.
This man said he's disabled, he on disability. He said he drive Annette around. Annette spent $1,400 at a time at the market and buying them kids clothes and this and this and this and this. How was Annette okay with you with her young son? How was Annette okay with you with her grandson? How was Annette okay with you coming up on social media platforms and saying that you had Vari and Nazaya's name to get your estate if anything happened to you, when you're the same person that got up here and said that the drug dealer that wanted to kill lady, he stopped that from happening because they were friends. The drug dealer helped him get a house when he first became disabled. I don't know no drug dealers that offered that.
What?
You have to listen to his interview. That's what I'm saying to you. Everything I'm spewing out from this man is from that one damn interview. He said so many things that was like, he said he had dirt on Mark D, and when I say the list of things went on, he said he's never known lady to have a drug problem other than marijuana.
Really? So let's go back. How's Roxy? Have you heard from her?
Roxy's mom sent out cease and desist letters to the creators over here on this TikTok app. And since I wasn't one that received one, I want to be one that gets one. So I'll scan over there.
Okay. It's understandable. It was a lot.
Yeah, I don't talk about them, and I know a lot of people talk about them, so that's possibly how they got their cease and desist. Yeah. I don't really talk about them, so I don't know. Yeah, a lot happened. A lot can happen. And I moved to everything. They had me had to come to the TikTok streets and rumble with the jungle because people was playing.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna DM you because it's a lot. Okay.
Yeah, but no, Roxy mom sent out cease and desist letter and desist letters to majority of the creators. I want to say that was covering this, that probably crossed your For You page, that she felt like is she in the Discord?
Okay, don't even get into it. I just wanted to know how she was doing.
I mean, it was funny. Again, I just don't feel like playing with Mama Roxy, and she sent me one, and then I do start talking about them, because if she sent me one, then I would start talking about them, and I don't really feel like that.
Yeah, a couple people told me for the Discord and stuff like that, so I gotta get on it.
Yeah, she definitely was saying she was tired of them putting stuff out there. I don't know. But you know what? I ain't mentioned this live, and ain't not one person told me to bring this damn thing up to you.
What?
Hold on, let me go to it.
But before you get into that, how's Ramadan?
A little all over the place, but alhamdulillah, it was still very successful. Great. But I moved during that time, and so much. You get what I'm saying? It was just so much. It threw a lot off. But yeah. Hold on. I want to tell you something else that's like interesting. Like one of them things like, oh wait, Ian, you in here. Did you ever hear the call between Jarvis and his ex-fiance?
Yeah,
all right, okay. I'm just trying to make sure I know where you at. Okay. All right, hold on, because I want to tell you this, but I want to have it directly pulled up in front of me so I can give you the exact dates. Because I don't really believe in coincidences that much. And I don't even want you to get deep into it. I just want you to be like, what? Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Because I'm going to tell you why a lot of people fell for their fake Instagram page too, and thought that when the guy came out and was like, Vari is lying, that's not his baby, because some stuff came out about his baby mom around the same couple days. Because they kept saying that's not Vari baby, that's That's Naziah baby. Varvy is faking like that. That's his baby, right? Girl, hold on. I'm scrolling for dear damn life. You hear me? Hold on. I'm scrolling for damn dear life. All right, here we go. Kiana, I think I'm saying Barry baby mom name right. Banks, a missing 16-year-old from Detroit, has been found. The Detroit Police Department announced her recovery on January 6, 2025. She was last seen at her home near 8 Mile Road, the Lodge and Freeway on June 25th, 2024. So from June, what's that say? The 25th, June 25th, 2024, right after she had her baby, she went missing for 6 months and wasn't returned until 6 days before Naziah's 1-year anniversary.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna lie. We can't talk like that right now. You know that, right? So I can't.
Hold on, KJ want me to say this again. All right, so Barbie baby mom went missing, right? June. Do I have the exact date on here yet? June 25th, 2024, right? Naziah went missing January 9th, 2024, right? Vari's baby mom was found and returned back home January 6th, 2025. I'm lying. It was 3 days before the 1-year anniversary of Naziah's disappearance. She just had a baby. Her baby is just about 1. So for 6 of those months after having her baby, she disappeared. She didn't come out and say anything. And to take it a step further, that January, February, March, April, May, June, before that June when she went missing, that January, she was on house arrest. That January, February, March, April, May, June. January, she was on house arrest. June, she went missing. She came back the next January and had a baby in that time. From January to June, she had a baby in that time frame. Then June, she went missing for 6 months. Remember, Vari kept pushing around January. He need money for him and his daughter. He never said that the baby mom was missing. When he was trying to get that money from that GoFundMe, the baby mom wasn't around. So this is what is making so many little stories that's coming out believable, because then you can go find facts like that. Where that's a fact, that's police report documented. That's a fact that is documented, right? So it's like, this was the baby mom, January 19, 2024, on house arrest. She was on house arrest and then went missing. I don't know if that's her baby or not, because she's supposed to have the baby before she went missing. This is November 4th, 2024, and she had posted a picture of her baby. This is supposed to be her and Vari's baby. This is November, January, February, March, April. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, this was on Vari page. I'm sorry. This was posted on Vari's page. Another picture day with my twin. This was on Vari page, November 4th. This is the time frame that the baby mom was missing. At this time when he posted this, the baby mom was missing.
I can't even say what I'm gonna say. That's why I'm not saying nothing right now.
Somebody said she might have just cut it off and went on a run. And that could be true. But they wouldn't have reported her as a like they wouldn't have reported her in the way they reported her. They would have been trying to arrest her. She hasn't been arrested. She's not arrested. She's not in jail of any sort. She's home with her baby.
Oh my God.
Ash, they made me remove you. They were either going to remove you or block my live. I either had to remove you or they were going to block the live. I'm going to end it here, guys. I will see you guys. I think if the Discord, if the people in Discord want to do a panel tonight on YouTube, we may come on tonight at 9 p.m. and do a panel. Come back on, Meg. Okay. DM me. Thank you, Ash. DM me. Listen, I love y'all. Damn. Thank you for the support. I will see y'all later. Let me know on Discord if y'all want to come back live. We will come back live. And if they don't want to come back live and you guys don't see us over here and on YouTube tonight at 9 p.m., I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. I love you guys down. Bye-bye. I don't know. That's what they put up there. All right.